I was standing in front of a mirror at 2:17 a.m., staring at a version of myself I didn't recognize, not because I had changed, but because I hadn't. And for the first time in my life, I realized something terrifying. I wasn't scared of failure. I was scared because I had done nothing. If you ever felt like life is passing you by, like you're capable of more but stuck in the same place, then this story is going to hit harder than anything you've heard. So before we get into it, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to Silent Comeback, and turn on bell notifications. Because the stories on this channel, they don't just entertain, they wake you up. I wasn't always like this. At least, that's what I used to tell myself. Back in college, people used to call me the guy with potential. You know the type, smart enough, talented enough, always one step away from doing something big. But here's the truth nobody says out loud. Potential is just delayed regret, because I never actually did anything with it. I had ideas, a business I wanted to start, a girl I wanted to talk to, opportunities one could have taken. But every single time, I hesitated. Not now. I'm not ready. I'll do it later. Later became next week. Next week became next year. And before I realized it, life started moving without me. People think regret comes from making the wrong choices. No, my enemy wasn't failure. It was hesitation. It was that voice in my head saying, wait. And the worst part? That voice sounded reasonable, safe, logical. I watched people around me level up. My best friend started a business, failed twice, then succeeded. Another guy I knew moved abroad, took risks, built a life. And me, I stayed exactly where I was, scrolling, thinking, planning, never moving. Then came the moment that broke me. It was a random night, quiet, too quiet, no distractions, no noise, just me and my thoughts. That's when the what ifs started. What if I tried? What if I didn't quit early? What if I didn't waste all that time? And then it hit me. This wasn't about the past anymore. This was about the future I had just destroyed. I walked to the mirror, looked at myself, and for the first time, I didn't see who I was. I saw who I could have been. Confident, successful, disciplined, a version of me that existed somewhere, but not here, not anymore. And that's when I realized something that changed everything. It wasn't talent I lacked. It was courage. That night, I made a decision, not a motivational. I'll start tomorrow type decision. A real one. I was going to get revenge, not on people, on the version of myself that wasted years. I didn't announce it, didn't post about it, didn't tell anyone, because this wasn't about validation. This was personal. Step one, do the things I avoided, even if I sucked, even if I failed, even if it was uncomfortable. Step two, move fast. No more thinking phase. Action only. Step three, no excuses. None. The first day, awkward, painful, embarrassing. I reached out for opportunities one should have taken years ago. Applied for things I thought I wasn't ready for. Started working on ideas I had buried. And yeah, I failed. A lot. But something strange happened. Failure didn't hurt as much as regret did. Not even close. Every day, that voice came back. Skip today? You deserve rest. You'll do it later. But now, I recognized it. That wasn't comfort. That was the same voice that stole years from me. So I did the opposite. Every time. Didn't feel like working? Worked anyway. Didn't feel confident? Acted anyway. Didn't feel ready? Moved anyway. And slowly, something started changing. I wasn't just building habits. I was rebuilding identity. For the first time, I respected myself. People noticed, too. Not instantly, but gradually. Something's different about you. You seem more focused. What changed? I never gave them the full answer. because they wouldn't understand. This wasn't motivation. This was war. Months passed, then a year, and one day, something crazy happened. I walked past a mirror again. Same situation. Late night, silence. But this time, I didn't feel that pain because the person staring back at me wasn't a stranger anymore. It wasn't perfect, not even close, but it was someone who moved, someone who acted, someone who tried. And that's when it hit me again. Regret doesn't disappear because time passes. It disappears because you change. The real revenge wasn't successful. It wasn't money. It wasn't validation. It was this. I was no longer controlled by fear. That voice that once ruled my life, now it was just noise. And the version of me that I once feared becoming, the one full of regret, I left him behind. Here's the truth nobody tells you. Regret doesn't destroy your past. It destroys your future. But it can also save you if you listen early enough. Because at the end of the day, the real question isn't, can you succeed? It's, will you move? If this story hit you even a little bit, don't ignore that feeling. That's your moment. And if you enjoy the video, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel Silent Comeback, and turn on bell notifications because you will get updates for upcoming videos. And listen, if you have your own revenge story, something real, something powerful, and you wanted to turn it into a video, share your story in the comment section or reach out to me on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, or email. I might feature your story next. Thanks for watching.